Today is a very special episode. We hit a major milestone, episode number 50. Halfway to 100. It's been an incredible ride. We've had great guests. I've been actually blown away by some of the interviews that we've had. It's been magnificent, and I hope the best is yet to come. We're gonna have several guests join us today, people that have been on the show in the past, some of your favorite guests from past episodes, and we're gonna chop it up, talk about interesting topics. We're gonna have on a who's who of people that have had great success in music, in engineering, and writing books, and in different topics.
Hi, Bidu.
And I see Bidu. We should call Bidu in.
We should call her in. I want to talk about.
She's like, no, she's gonna hang up right now. We're not calling you a Bidu. We're joking. We love you. So, how are you?
I'm great. How are you? This is 50 episodes. That's a big deal.
I think 50 episodes is a big deal. I think it's a big deal, and the best is yet to come. We're gonna have several guests. We've got Tea Time here, so let's go ahead and bring Tea Time in, see if we can get him on here.
Oh yeah, I loved his interview. I can't wait to meet him.
He is such a spectacular human being.
Yeah, he was dope. He dropped a lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
Hola, Tea Time.
Tea Time.
Oh, my God, ¿cómo están? Queridos.
¿Estás, hermano?
Y saben mi nombre. ¿Cómo van?
Time and the place to be.
The dogs, baby, baby. The dogs, baby, baby.
Yeah, my dogs might go in a second, hearing your dogs.
Sí.
So as Tea Time gets situated, let me go ahead and just give some background on Tea Time for people who are unfamiliar with them. Tea Time is one of the main people that brought hip hop to Chile. He had the experience of being in Germany. Yeah. Voy a hacer una pequeña introducción de tu parte en lo que te establece.
Okay.
Tea Time had the benefit of living in Germany, growing up in Germany, and had experienced hip hop in Germany. So when he moved to Chile, he had a lot of experience in hip hop. He had a lot of experience in understanding the culture that had not arrived to South America yet. He arrived when I was graffitiing and doing stuff. There was already somebody there doing that, and it was Tea Time. And he would graffiti with Scent. So you had Sten and you had Scent, and he went on to be the front man of a platinum-selling band, Los Tetas. And he's gone on to be a rapper featured in many other songs. He's a producer. He's a DJ. He's currently doing production that's being played in Europe. And, you know, the best is yet to come for him.
Nice. Nice to meet you, Tea Time.
Nice to meet you, too. I never had so much love.
Oh.
Thank you so much. And Tea Time lived in L.A., and he's worked with a who's who in L.A. And would go from L.A. and tour South America and then come back to L.A. So,
yes. And when Universal didn't want to pay, the gangsters hooked me up, and I lived the craziest life of my life.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Live in concert in QC's with the Crips, and we did a song called
Wow.
And we went on QC's.
And he's popular, so our friends are calling him.
And we were singing with the Crips and the Latins for the first time with the South Central shirts. It's the brown and the black and the brown and the black and the brown. It was crazy. And it was the first time unite. You know, they always said if they can see us in the street, we can go tango. They don't want to see us unite. But it was crazy because it was I was down 100% with I went to USA because of black culture.
Yeah.
So when I was with the Latin, they always a little bit jealous because they knew blacks better, you know.
Yeah.
Better style, better vocals, better style, better rhythm, you know. So in Chile, I think rappers in Spanish in Chile were better than there. There is a few guys crazy like Queenie, like a few more. Kid Frost, whatever. But the thing is that it was crazy because I never had that. We was the guy of the club after the show when DJ Quick jumped on the show. He started throwing money, and after the show, a guard of the disco had a problem with one of the Latins, and the black pulled out the gun to defend the Latin. Like, crazy. That was OG suicide, my brother. And and you gotta invite him. I'm gonna give you the contact. He's so kind.
Now, OG Suicide worked with like Tupac, right?
I see. Everybody know who he is. He's harder than all the guys that sings gangster. But he's so nice because he gives his phone up. If everybody wanted to suicide or something, you can call him directly. He's very cute guy. I don't understand how a main gang banger could be so kind and like a puppet for me.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
It was back in the times, right? Now they all got family and all things changed. But it was funny because that was really to be unite. And we went away and tea time, jump in the fucking car, and after it, helicopters all flying QCs, helicopters. And my brother's taking off the shirt, showing the tattoos. And I said, no, what the fuck I'm doing here? And then we just run away when we saw the helicopters, and we got the way out. Because gangsters find the way out.
Yeah. No, that's the coolest, man. Yeah.
I have stories like this. I feel so depressed.
you imagine? Oh yeah, and you are the singer. You are I saw your interview later. I couldn't see it live, but of course, all the artists that are here, I'm available for whatever. If you need a home in Chile, everybody got a home in Chile. If you need a rap, you better call Cristopolis. He's a little bit better. This is unfair. You should be the guy in the interview, not me.
No, so Tea Time has a very special flow in Spanish. So hip hop is big in Chile, and reggaeton is big in Chile. They're really big in the urban scene. But Chile, so like for instance, when I speak Spanish and rap in Spanish, you could tell that like I wasn't born and raised in Chile. So Tea Time has a flow in Spanish, and you could tell that he's got something else going on, like a little bit of an accent, right? And it comes off, and it sounds really cool. So he has a little European, German accent, but he's speaking Spanish, but it's a little something that's not quite.
Because in German it have a lot of Achtung, so the T's and the T's and the P's are a little bit harder. So at the beginning in Spanish, I sounded like a poco, and there's poco, a poco, but that was kind of loco.
Yeah. So he has a distinct flavor within Spanish that's incredible, and it's like
thank you, my brother. You are the best, man. Forget it.
That's true. Hey, Tea Time, let me tell you something. She was born in Germany.
Yeah, Nuremberg.
Your family? Your family?
So my dad's army.
Yeah.
And so we went there, and then I lived in Bonn and Nuremberg.
And where you met Cristopolis, the philosopher?
I went and found him and grabbed him. So we
did right. You did right.
You met me in college.
Yeah.
So cool. I'm gonna make a place in the couch soon because I'm gonna go visit you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I like that. So let me see real quick if we can get Justin Trawick in here. We'll give it a shot. Tea Time, tell Heather how I first met you.
Well, basically, you for me was like a street star. I always wanted to meet you because I knew where all your paintings were, and you had maybe I was the most tech numbers, like a little bit the king.
Yeah, I think so. I think
but
that's fair.
No, but when I saw your shit, you said, oh, it's over for me.
That's cool.
The first, you influenced the most influencer of all because you influenced me, and I influenced a little bit, but that's what they say for me. So honor, Adep. So these guys like Ice and Slap, the hardest outline ever. They are too good, like too crazy, like they nobody can reach them because they are too so hard. So they can expose because if they expose, they go to jail. So it's crazy. The love for the art, they are like Genau, I was gonna talk in German because you remember. Genau, they are like exactly how it was in New York back in the days.
Yeah.
The same feeling.
Yeah, yeah. And I was lucky that I had the blessing of having a crew that was techies who went on to become, super famous. And he's global. He's a global star now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Known in not only New York City, but around the world. And then B-Side, they also tremendo, right? Graffiti artist and designer. And then obviously my cousin Cipote. So I was lucky that crew.
Sí, Cipote and you was a classic,
Yeah.
no? And my father was from Uruguay, so, I mean from Uruguay, but he lived in Honduras and Nicaragua, and in that places they called the young guys Cipotes. So for me, it was very near that name. Like, I don't know if anybody knew at that time what it really meant.
Yeah. No, nobody knew, and Rulo had seen it somewhere. I think I told him. Because they say that, like, oye, cipote, and that's how he had heard it. So then he took the name, and I was cipote, he was cipote.
It's like Tita, and my name is because my best friend in Germany. Because the first time when I come to Chile, it was 1 year of missing my country because over there I was doing 9 years old, police knocking on my door because I painted the train station. And over here in Chile, it was like all the class difference, rich people treating poor people bad, crazy.
That's good.
That was crazy.
Look at Enrique up in.
Hey.
That's a cool background.
Oh, thank you.
So,
coming
this
from
is
DC.
Enrique Lopez. He is a manager, owner of Fat Cats Entertainment. He manages artists. He puts together shows. He makes money.
Money's always good, Enrique.
So,
It's always good making money.
You look fabulous.
yeah, he does.
Oh, thank you.
And noticing that you're like doing, what is this new term, the glow up?
The glow.
He's in
right.
He's in a meeting in Japan.
Yeah.
I know, right? Well, I mean, we have blossom trees out here in Washington, D.C., so,
That's
gotta
true.
have
Yeah, there's cherry blossoms in D.C.
cherry blossoms. Yeah.
That's awesome, my man. Enrique, this is Tea Time, platinum selling artist, former frontman of Los Tetas, producer, DJ, rapper, and at this point, he's also... Yeah.
He does everything.
No. Nah, I tried.
Yeah. Enrique, won't you tell us a little bit about, Fat Cats, what you do, you like a little bit about yourself for folks who don't know.
All right. Well, so now I have a new company. I started around COVID time. So Fat Cats is now under Above the Sky LLC. So I started this new umbrella company because I have other businesses I got outside of music. So I wanted to put it all under one umbrella. So I'm still doing, music stuff. So taking it back to Fat Cats Entertainment, that was started when, me and Chris used to go to school together in college. So, I was doing club promotions. So I was a party promoter. So that's what I was doing for the longest time. Actually, I was doing it. I was in the nightlife industry. I would say I have to be about 20 years. But when I met Chris, I just, I just started doing party promotions, promoting at the colleges. A lot of the club owners, I used to work with them. So Chris and I, Chris was doing his music and he's like, hey, why don't you be my manager? I'm like, yeah, something different. Why not? Like there was at that time, there was no classes, no degrees for music management. I had to go to conferences the old fashioned way to learn from other managers. And I just had to learn, how to go. But outside of Chris, he was my first artist. I was also managing DJs. I was managing, E-Boogie. Also, I had, another DJ I was doing, and a couple other DJs. They all fell off, of course.
Yeah.
Life.
Oh.
But, but it happens. So, and then, but I learned a lot from that. So, so Fat Cats Entertainment is basically, music, artist management, plus managing DJs. So the majority of the money was really made from doing party promotions, club promotions. So I was in the nightlife scene for the longest time because I had DJs working for me. So, you know, I just helped them book the gigs. I made sure they get there. Back in those days were the best because transaction was straight cash, no checks, no credit cards. So, you know, tax-free money. So, you know, IRS ain't looking, so it don't matter. But, you know,
You don't talk about
so that's how,
no.
yeah. So that's a long time ago. So it's over the past 20 years. But, you know, but that's really what Fat Cats Entertainment, it was, you know, because I had actually, I don't know if Chris remembers this, but before Fat Cats Entertainment, I actually went through 2 iterations. So you remember Roger, right?
Yeah.
Peruano. So I used to be partnered with them. We were doing party promotion, and it was Latin Boys Productions.
Oh,
so that was
you had Latin Boy Productions.
Yeah. That was born and died quick. So yeah. Well, I mean, it happens, like, especially when you can't trust your business partners. So, you know, it's like, you know, we were approached by a client, you know, she was known to other people in the nightlife industry, and she wanted to do a birthday party at this restaurant. I forgot the name of the spot. Chris was there. You know, it was a I don't know if it was a Brazilian or just a Spanish restaurant right off the River Turnpike. It was a well-known spot.
Yeah.
So we did a couple parties there, and I remember you coming out, and so we hosted a party there, and I couldn't make it out to the initial business meeting. So I told Roger, like, yo, go ahead, take care of that. He's like, no problem. He actually did a contract on a paper napkin with her. Yeah, like on a napkin.
Wow.
And he took the money from her. Like, she wrote, I don't know, I think she wrote the check or something in his name. And I'm like, and mind you, I'm like, okay, I had to bring out the DJ last minute. Now, mind you, this is not a DJ I was working with because all the other DJs were busy. So I had to pay him out of pocket because I'm like, yo, Roger, what's going on? He just disappeared.
You know what's crazy is that T-Time has worked as a DJ also.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
But,
back when he would perform with Los Tetas, he was the vocalist, but he was also the DJ.
Oh, you
wow.
But you know what? To do 4 or 5 scratch in one concert, then I saw the, how you call them, maletas?
Yeah, the luggage.
The luggage, I said, viners, the luggage, mixer, 2 turntables, for 4 scratch. I rap with my buddy. Fuck that.
Yeah, because that's back before the Seratos. That's before the Seratos.
It was so nice going to the planes and tours in Latin America was nothing on me before, like, oh no, crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember carrying crates.
But basically, but I still love the art, and I still think with simple things you can do great stuff.
Yeah.
And even some call it, you just can't turn it loose, like some part of it, and as a sampler or whatever, or just to fit it with the tempo right. I ain't the sucker because it don't need a bodyguard, for example.
Yeah, so T-Time, I knew he could rap really good. And I knew that he was into the culture because in Chile, he had all Chile graffitied up. And a time when nobody else was doing it.
But in reality, I never felt accepted because in Berlin, they treat me like Turkish. In Chile, because my German accent, they treat me like a high-class society rapper. And then in LA,
high-class rapper.
And then, imagine that. That's not good. And now, I got promoted in Chile like if I'm a real gangster, but only
right, now you're a real gangster.
Now here real gangster.
No, and now everybody hate me. So what the fuck is going on? But
well, we love you.
But no, I'm joking. But the thing that basically where more I feel accepted in my whole life was when I got basically into the crew of Thug Life with Big Psych and Moprin. And when I was with them rocking the studio, I couldn't believe it. And with Problem and Hanji from the Syndicate and my brother DEFT, the DJ from Ultramagnetic MCs, like Cool Keys. Yeah. And it was so nice how they treat me. I had a call with Dress from Black Sheep, with Dwayne The Rock,
Oh wow.
Too Short, and everybody's so simple, so cool, and
Yeah.
I really loved, because Latin copied the thing
Yeah.
of the USA. And even I thought back in the days you can even determine when somebody was black or white by the sound. Now you can get confused.
Yeah.
Now
You can't.
even
Yeah,
me
it's just
sound
for people to know, Mo Preem that you're talking about, Mo Preem is Tupac's brother.
yeah. More
Just to be
appreciable.
clear,
And Big
the
Five,
person
Big
he's
Five
talking
from
about is Tupac's brother.
yeah, and they got me to the crew. They told in news this is the first Latin member from Thug Life, but okay, Tupac passed away like back in the day. I was in his house when 9 years after he died, and his brother. They told me that they were in the hospital when they tried to told him that who was the guy that killed him, and all the history was so near to this legend, man. And and it was so nice, man, so sweet. All these guys, even Queen. And then I saw all these guys like Daddy Yankee, Tego Calderon. At the end, Universal never paid me, so I started selling drugs to all of them, not by me, my manager. And it was crazy because when I was dealer from high class society rapper, I was the fucking dealer from Madlib, Tego Calderon. Madlib took me to his house. He gave me $300. He's so nice guy. If anybody from you know him, you gotta blow him a kiss from me, even if I'm a man.
I love that, man. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, I saw T-Time performing in New York. I went up to New York with Sekis.
Yeah.
We went to go watch the very first Black August with Mos Def.
When
Dead Prez was in
get on
Slime.
stage.
We saw
Yeah.
Dead Prez. He was there with Los Tetas. They were touring New York City. They were there for like a month, and I saw him perform live. And I knew him, and you chilling with somebody, but it's one thing to know somebody, and it's a whole other thing to see them do their craft. And he was up there.
I owe my whole
and
history
rocking.
to for real. I have so many states that I don't like, so things, so much scary things that I lived there, so hard things that I still, when I see a movie and I see jail in USA, I still still I'm a little bit scared.
Yeah.
Because I really didn't know what I was doing and where I was in, because in reality I was doing nothing.
Yeah.
I was just the guys that didn't pay me, gangsters came and hooked me up, and it was like living a movie. God's sake, nothing happened.
Yeah. With
But
20 years.
It was good because now I feel more real.
Well, yeah, you're definitely more real. Enrique, with 20 years in nightlife, I'm sure you've seen some crazy things happen in DC.
Oh yeah.
Tell us
What's up?
something that you've seen that was noteworthy. You've been around it all.
He's the boss.
I mean, everywhere from, of course you got the drug use in there. I mean, you got the shorties butt naked up on the tables, or not even on the tables, like on the platforms, some stuff. Like, yeah, I've seen it all. It's just been crazy. Some of the stuff. I mean, I think the most craziest is the one. This is back in the day. If you remember Z Club.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh my God.
Z Alley.
Z Alley. Yeah, in Washington D.C. And most craziest thing I saw was shorty was like practically she was like butt naked on the bottom, and two dudes were like get ready to go in. I'm just looking at security like
In the club.
Yeah. I was like,
Wow.
wow. I'm like, okay. Like, I was like, you sure you want to do that? I'm like, yeah. It's crazy. I'm like,
So I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm gonna tell you a story about Enrique. Right now, he's been like very healthy. He's eating salads. But back in the day, he was bigger, right? And he would always wear these black leather coats. And I had this show that I did.
oh, yeah,
It was a show for an album. I had an album release party, and I had put money down to rent the venue, but it was just to hold it. The venue keeps the bar. I get my money back. So we do the show. We pack the house. It's packed. Drinks are flowing. They didn't have enough staff to keep up with the drink orders. The show ends. The show's a success. I go upstairs to talk to the owner to get back my money, and the guy's like, "We didn't make enough money tonight."
That's why.
And I was like, "What?"
Back
And I brought Enrique with me because he had like the leather coat. He had like the big leather coat on.
Oh, I was a big dude.
Yeah. They play like that.
But now you're bigger.
And all I'm gonna
Now
say is
you're
I got the
bigger.
money back. All I'm gonna
Now
say
you're
is I got the
bigger.
money back. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying?
I always got, like back then. So when the Sopranos were on, I had guys and mostly like a lot of women always tell me, you got that Tony Soprano,
You got that Tony Soprano look.
look, right, and also like the movie, and I'm like the move, and I'm like, well, that's a compliment to me because Tony Soprano, he was the head of the family.
Yeah.
So you didn't mess with him.
I love that.
Yeah.
Love
I remember
that.
those. Yeah. That was good times.
I love that.
Yeah, man.
Oh, it's so nice. And your label?
Oh, yeah, man.
Your label is a hip hop label. It's a all music kind of label. What if you like your owner of label? What are you looking for? Like if somebody is listening, maybe some good artist is listening and wants to have his opportunity, maybe like me.
Well, so it's not a label. So it's an artist management company. So yeah. So we basically work, like the business and personal management. That's one of the things
That's so important. That's so important because, for example, I was on #1 in Billboard of the remix.
Mm-hmm.
I never got paid. I was on albums, crazy.
Right.
The movie Focus, never got paid. All the movie Cedric the Entertainer, never got paid. On the movie here, never got paid. And even gangsters didn't pay me. I just risked my life.
Yeah.
That's all they gave me. So anyway, anytime I propose myself to do something with any style, even if it's electronic music, rap, or whatever, I always do it. But it's kind of hard. Like universe is so big with me, but I don't know if God exists or something. But for real, to me, I don't know if it's because nobody paid me that some magical things happen to me. Sometimes people come to my house like with a stack. Hey, tea time, you're the best. Come on, pa.
Bam.
Mm-hmm.
And to be clear, time when Los Tetas were popping.
But it's so forget it. Chile is a so small market that you can't live from music over here. Just in case if you're a classic group that plays around the world always, but Los Tetas was never like really, really big. It was a culture band. It was a band that people know in different places in Latin America, but it wasn't that sometimes #1 in TV a little bit, but then we never really did it again. And the group started getting egocentric and they didn't know how to handle it. But you know what? The good thing is what I'm telling you is that you are so necessary because without you and without people like you, artists is very hard art. It's like to be it's like to risk your life like to poorness. It's like a dealer in jail or robber, but art poorness,
Yeah. And
Hey,
T-Time,
Chris,
to let people know,
Huh?
Anna Tijoux, the first time Anna Tijoux recorded, it was with your band, right?
Yeah.
So before she became the star she is today, the first time she would actually ever recorded was on a record with T-Time, which was Hook.
And before she recorded, she was dancer from Los Tetas.
Wow, that's so cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And we had a little love story.
Yeah. Yeah. So she always had like a very talented.
Always with French people, I always feel I don't can catalog nobody because the land, of course. I work with Gitans from Slovenia, with Romania, everything, Berlin, everything, LA, everything. But the French always for me results a little bit neurotic.
I've spent some time in France, and France is really cool. They got a really dope hip hop scene, which is incredible. Yeah,
crazy.
Their hip hop scene is one of the biggest in the world.
After you say the Holy Land that really did it? France, because they got the African culture.
Yeah, the African, the North African influence in the music and French hip hop. They've got a really big market too, right? Enrique knows and Luxe Blaine knows. I went to France. I spent some time over there and recorded 2 albums over there. And it's incredible. You know, there's English and then there's rap in Spanish, and there's so many Spanish-speaking countries. But then you also have the French-speaking countries, and you know the impact of rap and French. And they have, you know, hip hop is adversity music, where like people that have gone through hard things, they often use hip hop as an outlet. And a lot of the North Africans and the West Africans that have, you know, it's an immigrant story, just like a lot of Latinos in America, right? And Black people in America. It's a story of adversity.
And always the rappers that got more power are the people that you feel in the voice that they really went through life. Like,
yeah.
It happens to me. I remember in a party, everybody freestyling, the best rappers ever here in Chile, and then came a fat guy. He was just drunk. He didn't even rap, and he threw up a rap with so much soul, even if he fucked up maybe with the metric or whatever. And I felt it more than all the rappers, and everybody was screaming like, "Oh!" So it's a feelings thing. It's a feelings thing. That's why sometimes when I go over here in Chile, that now is crazy, all this stuff with the delinquent stuff and everything, and I love to take them out of that, and they always tell me, "No, I'm not rapping, I'm a gangster," and I tell them, "Do you want to rap?" Of course, no problem. Yeah. And like other people, like they got the guts to do everything, you know, and that you can feel it in the music. I know so many tragic and history of rap, maybe we don't really want it, but at the end, me as a literature fan, as a writer, as a poet and everything, whatever you want, I always prefer a little bit the harder rap, like with the that says, "This is me, you're never gonna be this, and listen to this and be awake, because you ain't gonna catch this." And I love this feeling. Rap was always like, wow, from the beginning. Who the fuck is this? I've
got different people trying to jump on the live here. We've had Justin Trawick try to jump in.
Did you drop me?
And
more room?
DJ E-Boogie. You know what I would say, Luxe Blaine? Jump off of it. Maybe like just jump out the app and then jump back in, and that'll give me the chance to pull them in.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but you know, at the end, music is life too, and is even my mother yesterday. I was recording with some guys, and my mother told me, "Man, you should rap some nicer stuff, man. It's always the same." And she's right, because I always have nightmares. I don't know if because of tracks.
Hey, Chris, does he know my family's from Chile? Mi mamá es de Chile.
He doesn't know.
Oh, yeah, he didn't know. De Chile, Nicaragua.
Nicaragua.
De Nicaragua. Mi mamá de Chile.
My
mamá de Chile.
My sister's from Nicaragua. I lived in Tegucigalpa, in Honduras, and I lived in how was the capital city? Sorry.
Managua.
And I was in Managua too. This is like my family thing.
Oh, okay.
And that's what a small world, right?
Right. Oh, right. I was just in Chile in enero.
Anyway, it's very interesting for me. What you do is a very secret language that still I don't really get it, because everybody got to do his job. And I love and I understand that you can't do all this stuff alone. It's nicer to do equipment. It's nicer. It's nice when an artist make the manager, for example, or the guy that promote him, make you feel big as him, and everybody feel that it's a result of a team.
Yeah.
But
I think that's the big thing that he does. He creates teams.
Oh, I can't work without team. Apart is boring. It's boring to work. Music have that such nice thing, as a different that writers that should be lonely, or painters. I love this from the music. I love from music that you can take kids into it, for example.
Okay, we got Justin Trawick in the place to be.
Oh my God, who is that?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey Chris, how you doing, man?
I'm good. This is, okay, so for the people who don't know Justin Trawick, he is an incredibly accomplished musician, performing artist. He performs probably something, and correct me if I'm wrong, 200 or more dates per year. He's been performing that much for the last, and I don't want to date us here, but 15 years or more. He's the owner of the 9 singer-songwriter series of his own podcast. You have to remind me, it's like The Circus Life. He's been featured on C-SPAN, CNN, Washington Post, all the stuff. Incredibly talented, and his willpower, his ability to create things creatively is amazing.
That's my man right there.
We have T-time platinum-selling international hip-hop artist, Enrique, owner of Fat Cats, manager. He managed me at one point, manages DJ E-Boogie. He creates events, actually. It's good for y'all to know each other because Enrique does events in D.C. He actually makes events in D.C.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I just wanted to pop on. I have literally got to go to a show. But I just wanted to come on. This is your 50th one of these. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, congratulations, man. That's a big accomplishment.
Thank you.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Congratulations, dude.
What I want to know though is, can you take us on a tour of the room that you're in? Because all we ever get to see is this like stone slate wall in a little tiny sofa, and like, and I don't think you ever repeat shirts. So you must have some sort of agreement with J.C. Penney's or whatever. I don't know. That's an old reference. I'm not sure they're still a company. But can you like take your phone off the thing real quick and just for show us the room? Is Heather on the other wall? Is the other wall?
No, she's not on the other side of this. I'm in another location. Okay, I'll show the studio. I know you have a show tonight. I really appreciate you popping in. I know you got to head out to your show. E-Boogie, hang tight. We're going to pull you in. But before that, let me just do the request and show the studio I'm in, right? So the lights go off automatically. All right, I'm going to flip this around. Let's see how all right, I'm going to just turn it around. Okay. So this is what y'all see normally. This is a backdrop, okay? This is a behind the scenes. This is where I normally sit. Right? So you got the lights of where I normally sit.
You got it.
Right? And then in the studio, I have 4 different locations. They're kind of scruffy right now. But this is another recording location. I'm not sure how well people can see it because I'm just holding my phone. Then there's this location that we do. We'll create the different places for photo shoots, video shoots, and things like that. And then this one doesn't have a backdrop up, but it's a 4th location, right? There's a little green screen here. This is the window. This looks out. I'm in downtown LA right now. And if we go, so walking back this way, this is my little editing bay. This is where I do all my stuff, right? Changing room. Here I've got like a little practice area. You see how built I am, right? This is why, because I lift weights all day. And then here I have some of my shirts.
That's the shirt right there. There's the shirt.
So yeah. So that shows a little bit of the studio.
Everything was really impressive until we saw the weightlifting situation, which makes it seem more like you're an inmate at Rikers than a podcaster.
I like this guy.
He's hilarious. So
He's hilarious.
That's all you live. It's like 10 pounds.
It's like all
10 pounds on each side.
That's right. And like when the podcast is over and after you're done lifting weights, you're gonna make toilet wine.
That's right.
So,
Justin, where are you performing at tonight?
Just down the street at a place I play monthly, a little cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I have to walk my dog though first. Here's the dog.
Oh, that's the dog.
Yes,
Whenever you want, come with me, man. I'm brother from Cristopolis, and I think we would lovely to rock a track with you just to experiment with.
He loves rap. He plays guitar. He has a band with violins and everything, but he brings rappers on the stage, and he's been known to bust a rhyme also.
Yeah, cool. I did a song with Mujungo Jackson, the percussionist from Miles Davis too.
Yeah,
I had the luck.
Nice,
cool guy, and with Gustavo Cerati from Latin America, and What more? I had a band called Teufelberg, the Hill of the Devil from Berlin, called Teufelberg, and with only like body count, with the drummer from the game and the guitar that do the ghost guitar solos by Queen of the Stone Age.
I got into a car accident once with the game, so I can.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I can tell you about that on a different podcast.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, but what? But you was with him, or you crushed with him?
His valet driver hit my friend's car in LA, and then he came out, and it was very scary. But everything turned out to be fine.
You're still here.
Autograph.
Oh,
You're still
no,
here.
yeah,
You're still around.
yes, I'm still here. No, I'm talking to you from the grave.
I would tell the game. Hey, come on, man. Forget about the problem. Give me an autograph.
Wow.
All right. I gotta go, guys. Nice to see
I
you all.
appreciate
Congratulations
you.
on number
Have a
50.
great show tonight.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Could you imagine getting in a car accident and the game steps out?
Oh, one time I was in the disco and was Nas there. Q-Tip was playing. Madlib was there, my homie, but he was far away. And I didn't have no money, so I was like fucking broke. And I wanted to smoke a cigarette, and I saw a big black guy like by my side smoking. And I like it stupid chilling like Latino, like I just hit him like this. Hey yo, can you give me a cigarette? And he looked at me, no. And it was Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes, imagine his voice, no. And I fucked it up.
Wow. Wow.
No, but
Enrique, did you know
stop liking him.
Justin Trawick?
Was that?
Did you know Justin Trawick?
How
I think I met
can
him a
say
while
no to a
back, but
cigarette?
it's been a
But
long
well,
time.
anyway,
Because I'd gone to one of his events with E.
Hmm?
This was years ago. So
Yeah.
it's been a long time. So
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. The rapper, the DC rapper Flex Matthews performs with Justin Trawick often.
okay.
Yeah, Justin Trawick and Flex Matthews, they perform together a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen Flex in a while.
Yeah.
I used to see him all the
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
He's performing at the Kennedy Center. He's going to be performing at the Kennedy Center this month. Flex Matthews.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, so many followers. You got Latinos, and we're talking all in English. Deberíamos hablar un poco español, ¿o no?
Claro, claro.
Well,
Ahí mire, Enrique habla español también.
sí,
Chileno, ¿verdad? Puros chilenos.
puros chilenos en Nicaragua.
Tea Time, para el público de habla español, ¿qué música estás trabajando ahora? ¿Qué proyectos? ¿Producción? ¿Verdad? Yo sé que eres muy creativo. De hecho, hablamos mucho y frecuentemente, casi siempre que me llamas, primero que son las 2 de la mañana y estás en el estudio, ¿verdad? Así que cuéntanos qué es lo que estás trabajando.
No, always work. Yesterday I had a session. Today was more family day to hook up my mother, but I'm here in the land far away from the city. But I'm always with the mic, with my Neumann and my thing. And right now I'm working with a guy from Slovenia called Kanciani, another guy called Trikat from kind of a little Russian land. And I'm working with a guy from Oslo called Karl Fraunhofer. He just edited the vinyl from my first electronic music production. And today, first time I realized how I can define a little bit my electronic music.
Yeah.
And it's like, for me, it's the same than rap, the way I do it. Because it's like to put fast Wu-Tang Clan, but a little bit more German, so minimal. And no, it's cool, man. I love it. I'm very in love with, I don't know why that music comes easy to me to produce more than hip hop. I like more to rap over other people's beats in hip hop. But in electronic music, everybody now started liking a lot. In a few years, I just got to work with Ricardo Villalobos from Berlin, Dorian Pike from Berlin, and they hooked me up. They opened the doors for me, and everybody feel like incredible the stuff I'm doing. But I'm a little bit ahead. I don't want to sound arrogant or nothing, but I feel I'm a little bit ahead of the time. Because, for example, the year 2000, I did with Senor Coconut, Atom Heart, the guy that worked with Kraftwerk and all these guys. I did a Triple X album in Spanish, German, and English with only samples of Perez Prado. And we only got, we took the logo of Compact Disc, and if you read it, it says Compact Dick. And that was provided. And we had very much problems, only demands all over the world, but it was only 500 copies. So it never went so far by the label Rather Interesting. But how we did this, in that time, nobody really catched it. And now if you listen to all this music like reggaeton and all this, they getting a little bit more like pornographic, right? But there was existence before songs like Other Level from Ghetto Boys, or there was a track a little bit OPP, but more in a very far away meaning.
Yeah.
But that was to what more? Too Short, of course. And yeah, when we did that, and now I'm mixing it with rap. And now all the techno guys are mixing it, but they are mixing it with more like a little bit commercial rap. And what I do is I do documentaries. My music I'm the Tyler, and I put the mic because my
I think he got frozen.
I think it's a signal.
Yeah, he'll pop in a second. Yo, E keeps trying to jump in, but we keep missing each other.
Oh, E-Boogie?
Yeah, we're gonna get him in there.
I'm sorry. No.
Ahí vamos.
Sorry. No, it was like a little bit a very urgent call that I had to take because he's not gonna stop calling.
Yeah.
I said hello and I'm gonna write him. But look, basically, it's a real life. So it have, for me, it's so special to listen to this song because it has so much deepness and realness. Because I take people that don't sing, like the girlfriends of my homies. Hey, do you want to sing? I know I don't sing. Ed, who the fuck said that you have to sing?
Yeah.
And then, come on, try, say this, but whatever, like having fun. And then she started laughing, like shy. And when she laughed, I use it as a break. So, and then bam, back, you know?
Yeah.
And just full of little photographs of the realness. So for me, it's like a
Tea time.
I think somebody's trying to call him.
Yeah. Hola.
Oh. It came on and dropped.
I think he's telling them like, yo, I'm on a call, I need to jump off. But there's a lot of people that are jumping in and
to make it short, I'm so sorry. This is so disrespectful to answer for because my mother is a little bit sick and she lost all his cards, and we were like three weeks couldn't get money to the bank. So we was like getting money from every friend of mine, and now they started coming to charge.
Got it. No problem. Hey, listen, there's a lot of people that are jumping on that speak Spanish, right? And they may not be able to speak English. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, E, send me a request. I keep trying to bring you in. Tea time, just quickly en español, dile al público qué es lo que estás trabajando ahora para que sepan qué es lo nuevo que viene de Tea Time.
Lo que yo trabajo es hacer un atajo al alma. La verdad, ya nos olvidamos de las armas. Aquí ninguno de nosotros pierde la calma. Es por eso que venimos en la revancha. Tenemos una rampa, nos vamos a Nicaragua, donde papá murió y el paraguas. La lluvia es dócil y tal vez los dioses algún día dócil. La vida es fósil, la vida es un fósil y tú eres filósofo. En realidad nunca diferente a nosotros, pero tú en realidad eres el mejor. No sé para qué viene a entrevistar al peor. No, la música que estoy buscando la sensación, nadie me entiende, es un poco complicado porque cada día me gusta más la humanidad, me gusta convivir, me gusta que el manager, me gusta que el roadie, que todos sean iguales, que todos sean estrellas, no me gusta ya toda esta cosa tan fake de querer lucirse, tan pretenciosa. Tal vez sea porque me estoy poniendo más viejo y ya no puedo competir. pero me gusta vivir, loco, vivir y sentir la vida, loco. Es lo que siento, es lo único que nos queda, sentir la vida. Cuando hacemos algo, sentirlo. Y eso se siente en la música. Y mi música no es perfecta, no soy para nada un gran músico, pero lo hago con tanto sentimiento que creo que eso se traspasa y se siente y se agradece, porque lo pongo y veo algo especial en la gente.
¿Y algún artista? Porque yo sé que ahora también que estás trabajando con artistas, estás haciendo producción, estás constantemente en el estudio,
sí,
cada rato hablamos,
ahora,
grabando. Cuéntame.
Sí, ahora estoy tratando yo soy una de las únicas personas en el mundo que tiene, no sé por qué pasó esto, porque soy amigo de los writers que ya murieron, de las composiciones de Los Ángeles Negros, que son como los Beatles de Latinoamérica. Y los que la escriben como son de Chile, pero acá en Chile nadie les da bola, si acá en Chile no, nada. El otro día fue a cantar conmigo Germain de la Fuente, es como fucking John Lennon de Latinoamérica, como James Brown de Latinoamérica, ¿no? Y en romántico, pero que tiene un poquito una música media vampiresca, yo creo que Dr. Dre alucinaría. Yo he tratado de llevarle esto a Dr. Dre, pero a través de M. Tyler lo he hablado, a través de Kevin Black, pero Kevin Black está retirado, que me iba a firmar una vez, pero por $10,000, o sea, por $6,000, $10,000, 10 albums. No, man, I couldn't. He promised. I said no, man. But I was in Interscope, and he told me I put all these motherfuckers in your album, seen 50 Cent, Snoop, all that. But maybe it was a lie. Maybe it was a lie because it was his independent label, and he could stop my whole career. But maybe now today I would be sitting in another place. But give some time to my brother right now to talk, because my brother is very important. Hey, and I got to catch you up, my brother. Tú que eres el generador de shows. Mira, está la casa acá donde estoy, una escuela niña.
Yeah.
This is a school. Estamos en vivo para Estados Unidos. Ya pues. Oye, I'm fucking the show up. I'm fucking the show up. Fucking the show up. Well, fucking teach, I'm always ruin it. Camilo Culeado, me dicen mis amigos. Oye, mucho amor para ustedes. ¿Te puedo abandonar?
Sí, no, hermano. Muchísimas gracias por estar aquí con nosotros, por compartir. Thank you for jumping in on the show and for joining.
Gracias a ti.
Tremendo. Y lo hacemos de nuevo en el futuro.
Oye, felicitaciones por tu programa, está increíble.
Gracias.
Ha sido fuerte, lo has mantenido en el tiempo. Hay días que uno tiene ganas, otras veces no, pero tú lo has logrado y te mandé ahí unas conexiones y te voy a mandar todos los teléfonos de todos los que yo conozco para que lo entreviste. Y el que le dé color, I call him back and I said, don't fuck with Cristopolis. I still feel a little bit gangster.
All right. Exactly.
And if not, talk
Gracias,
with the
hermano.
manager. Talk with my tour manager right there.
I know, right?
Te hablo, pero, oye, ahí nos conéctame con el hombre, a ver si un día tiene también un segundito para darme algunos consejos.
Ok,
¿Ya?
me parece bien. Ok, hermano.
Los quiero mucho. Gracias.
Gracias a ti.
Chao.
Back in.
I'm back.
You got to be here for E's big day.
I got.
Yeah, you got to be here for E.
It's his special day today.
Yeah, you got to be here for E.
Absolutely.
So he's figuring out how to jump on here. But how about Tea Time is a trip, man.
Hilarious.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah,
That was
that's
Trawick. Justin Trawick had me crying.
dude. He's so funny. Justin Trawick is a trip.
He needs to be a comedian. Like
He literally has a show right now. Like he popped in and I saw his show. He's performing at 8 o'clock, right? So in DC right now it's 7.
oh, that was
So he was like, I gotta walk my dog. He was like, I gotta walk my dog and then I gotta go to the show. He was a trip, man.
typical musician.
Yeah.
He's like, everything look great until we saw your weights in the bench.
Good.
I li-
So funny. You lost there, right? Everything looked great until we saw your weights. You were like, nah, bro. You're not lifting enough. You're not lifting enough.
Oh man.
Down too. Oh, what's that?
Oh,
Oh,
What's up?
yeah.
What's up?
go. The man of the hour.
What's happening?
Yeah.
What's good? What's good? The family's all here.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear E. Happy birthday to you.
Oh,
Hey.
thank you.
21, like 21
Yeah.
old.
Something like that. Something like that. I turned the big 5'6" today. 56 years old.
Okay, I want your team. Like,
I know.
it's just,
Hey, let's see. Rebecca's on here. Hey, Becca, what's going on? What's up? Hello, everyone. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. Yeah.
I've been trying to bring you on for like an hour.
I wanted to come on for tea time because I wanted to talk to tea time, man, because I saw the interview that you guys did, and I just wanted to formally introduce myself
Yeah, man.
because after all we did work on a hot record together. So
So if that's right. I wish I could have been like, this is who did the scratching on 1995.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Every time I play that on my live set, the platform, people go nuts over it because it's a different brand of hip hop. It's a different language.
Yeah.
And it's no matter what I'm playing, and I play that song or anything that you do in Spanish or whatever, it just fits perfectly, and people go crazy over it. Like, who is that? And I introduce who you are and everything. They're like, where can I get it? And I got into where to get the records and stuff that. But yeah, man, every time I play 1995, they go nuts, and I can't help it because as soon as that beat drops, my head is automatically.
It's a boom bap. Yeah, it's that boom bap.
Wow, I mean. Wow, I'm so glad that you sent that record to me and said, E, just do what you do. I was like, oh, he is going to make me show
You
off
did.
on this
You
record.
get in on it. That's the
Sheesh.
talent that you have, E. Like, there's DJs that are really good at getting the party live. And there's DJs that are really good at breaking records. Funkmaster Flex, right? They break a record. And then there's DJs that are like primo, like premier. You don't need the hook. You give that to the DJ can do the hook. Now you get the party live, you can pump up the party like a Funkmaster Flex, but that art, that gift that you have of being able to create a hook, a memorable hook on a record, your knowledge of music, we're able to pull pieces of multiple songs and lay them together so that then later on the engineer can mix that and you actually create like you did for 1995. It's 1995. Like, you have to have such an extensive knowledge of music, which you have. Dude,
Yeah, I attribute that to DJ Premier because every time when I'm asked to do cuts for a record, I look at it from that standpoint. I don't want to stand out like the DJ. I want to be part of the musicians. I want to be the bass player and the drummer, and so that's what my role is, as opposed to me just going in and just going off and going crazy. I want to be in the background with everyone else because I'm part of the band at that point. You know what I mean? So I think Premier.
When I first met you, you were like the DJ, so I just was like, oh, I hope he knows how to DJ. And then, like, at some point, you started to sing, and I was like, hold up, sing too. And you were singing, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's so talented. And then later, you started to rap, and I was like, well, hold up.
Yeah, I didn't know about the rapping thing. I saw that too. Like
what the hell?
I was like,
What can I do? Like, what's going on here? Yeah. Yeah. So I just try to blend in. I don't try to outshine anyone. I want to be a part of the group. You know what I mean? So that's always been my thing.
Holding back when your friends up in here playing every instrument.
and he's a producer.
Yeah, and I produce. I produce as well. So but it's just the music. I just love the music, and to be a part of it I'm just happy to be in the room. I don't even necessarily got to be on a project in particular. I just love watching the process, and I love just watching it happen.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest rise out of me, because I always say I know a lot, but I don't know everything. So I'm always picking new things from people. So even when Heather produced the intro on the prelude, I'm sitting here watching her work like, this is crazy. So I'm soaking it up as I watch it. You know what I mean? But you guys know that, I don't know if you saw my message, Chris. I'm going to be out there on the 26th.
Enrique, all right, so tell me what's going on.
I'm coming to LA from the 26th to the 29th. I just want to be out there and just being in a creative space with everybody that I know. So I've been hitting everyone up. I hit up a couple producers. I hit up another business partner of mine out there, and she's like, "Great, come on through." So, it looks like if everything,
because you got to do a song while you're out here.
Yes, that's the plan. That's the plan. Whenever I come to LA, my whole focus is to get some things done creatively. I don't want to be out in LA doing nothing. Yeah. You know what I mean? I want to leave the West Coast with a body of work that we did. It doesn't matter when it comes out. I just want to be happy to know that we did it. You know what I mean? Because I still got stuff that I did from that long stint of me doing a bi-coastal thing for 6 months straight. I still got stuff that hasn't even been released from that trip yet. So with this, I just want to be out there just being in a creative space and to see you guys again. And I'm excited. Yeah. I'm excited. I pulled the trigger on the ticket today.
Good, man. Yep. So you know I'm in town, right? So what part of LA y'all coming to?
Well, I guess we're gonna be near Hollywood, right?
Yeah. So we rented a house through Airbnb right there, right by Hollywood.
Okay.
Literally, we're 4 blocks away from the Chinese Theater. So
okay.
we got so we got
we know exactly.
So we rented an Airbnb right there, and also I got a car, so we got an SUV, so we're driving all over the place.
Yeah, and it's close. I mean, Hollywood from downtown. If you're not going during traffic hours, right? You'll be here in 15 minutes. Oh, it's like Arlington. It's like Arlington to downtown, right?
Yeah, that's close.
Say it again.
We're working in our building, which is a big thing.
We got
awesome.
Yeah, we got a space.
That's good, because I remember when you guys lived in Adams Morgan, and parking was a
ain't no parking over there. You gotta keep going around the circle 10 more times.
Keep driving, don't stop.
Look, we were just out there. Yeah, we were just out in that area. What was it, 2 weeks ago? We went to this new club out there called Air, whatever.
Okay.
So we went there to see. I don't even know why you went there, but we wound up there.
It was for a birthday.
For a birthday.
For a friend's
anyway.
Birthday. Yeah.
Right. Yes, right. Carlos' birthday. Anyway, that's so bad that I have to remember that. But we went there, and when I got out of my lift, and I'm looking around. And mind you, this is around 6 o'clock on a Friday, wasn't it? Friday, something like that.
It was Cinco de Mayo, so it was crazy.
Cinco de Mayo.
It was people were already drunk out there. So
right. So I get out the car and I'm looking around, and I immediately thought, I said, "Wow, Chris and Heather had to go through this shit. Yeah. Look at this. It's nuts.
Yeah.
It's nuts."
We got I forget it.
Yeah. When you live in Adams Morgan, you stop going out on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You stop going out. You stay in the house on those days, and you go out Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
I believe
it's too lit. You don't even want to deal with it.
Right. I don't mind it being lit, but even when we left Air around 11 o'clock?
Yeah, it was 11.
Right?
Yeah, 11 o'clock.
And there's just so much going on. And
oh my God,
it's
gotta drop this. Remember when you guys lived in that sketchy area, and we still to this day you were like,
You know what she's talking about is over at
Faces.
the spot where we used to live together.
On T Street by Howard.
By Howard, in front of the Howard Theater.
Yeah.
But remember, before they fixed it up, what walking down that street was like.
Hell yeah. I'm like, and you had the bumps right there in front of the house.
Dude, they
Stepping over buttons. Pardon me, excuse me. Pardon me.
the living base heads.
Kind of the living base heads. I couldn't unsee it after you said that. I could see.
Dude, she came over one time. That was it. She never came
It was
over
like
again.
never again.
Like, never again. Like, I ain't
Like,
coming
nah,
back.
bro, you come to my place.
I love you and everything, but yeah, we got to work something out.
Yeah.
I'm never coming here again.
Contributed to us getting married because Chris just had to get out of there.
I did. I moved out of there to your place.
Oh man,
Whatever happened
those
to this spot, man?
those were great times though. Those were great times. I cherish those times.
It turned into a studio, like a studio spot. Like someone who
recording
took it over turned like a combination, like recording, radio, something like that. They turned it into a studio.
That's a great spot because of the Howard Theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, I mean, it's still under the same owner, but I would never go back in there. I like where I'm at, Navy Yard.
Yeah.
It's pretty decent.
Yeah, you're in the new area.
Yep.
More power to him, because I'm almost positive that that old boy didn't do anything. He did more cosmetic work than anything, than any extensive.
Whenever you had like flames coming out the light sockets.
Oh,
It was
man.
Remember we were driving by, there was a fire going on.
That was probably us.
Yeah, so we had the other spot uptown. Heather and I bought our place uptown. And it's just the timing. It was just a timing thing. We happened to be driving down Georgia Avenue one night, and there was flames coming out the window. And I was like, that's not what we want.
Yeah. Do you know where we were at? We were at a meeting because I actually got booked to open up for a group. I think was it Pleasure P or somebody?
I think it was Pleasure,
it was some
P. Yeah, Pleasure P. And,
yeah. And then Lee, who happened, he stayed back. He was there. He's the one who called us and said, "Yo, the house caught on fire." Da 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 da.
That's you guys. Like,
yes, that was us. If you talk about the same night, that was us.
Yeah, it wasn't them. It was their house. I know.
That was our house. Yeah.
And the week before that, Enrique called the landlord, because when you mentioned the sparks coming out the fuse box, he called the landlord and said, "Hey, look, this is what's happening." Blah 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 blah. He sent some dude in who was an unlicensed electrician. Number one, right? Tom was there with him, and the guy was like, "Oh yeah, well we just got to do such and such." And Enrique was like, "No, there's more than that. I know what you said. I'm not even an electrician, but I know that there's more than that going on." So then Tom was like, "Well, if I do that, then I'm going to have to do such and such." He's like, the excuse that he gave was just so outlandish. And then a week later, that happened.
Man.
Yep.
Wow.
Broke my heart, man. I mean,
Is David Cripps still there? Because he does construction, so he must be like,
He was a straight slumlord.
He was.
And he moved it into out.
Do you remember that one time when we were all still living there together, and some guy was in the house doing work, and he left, and then he locked the door, and we couldn't get out?
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I wound up jumping out of Enrique's window. I jumped out the window. Because I wasn't staying locked in. I jumped out the window and I went to your spot, Heather.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And one more thing about that spot, oddly enough, that property was the best property he had. We met other people that he had properties with, and don't even care. Don't look 10 times worse. We actually had
a straight slump.
Yeah. We actually had the best of his proproperties out there. We actually had the best.
Well, he probably made a killing off of it now. The value of it now is probably crazy.
He's killing them now. I'm sure that property he's paying.
He probably sold it already.
$2-3 grand up, as opposed to what we only paid $1,500 for it. But now I'm sure he's moved up to like $2-3 grand. I'm sure.
Wow.
I'm sure.
So, E, it's your birthday. Talk to us about what you got popping off, music-wise. Talk to us about you coming to LA. Tell us about what you got going on, music, DJing, everything that you do, my bro.
Well, I'm booked solid with the DJ stuff. But we all know that the DJ stuff is what funds the other stuff.
Yeah.
The DJ stuff is funding my trip to LA. So, so musically, I have The Rise of an Artist is still coming. I'm still working on my documentary for the Prelude. I'm still working on that, and just staying busy. I just want people to. I just want to bring out good quality material for people, good quality content for people. So you're going to start seeing like excerpts from interviews popping up on your timeline, just telling my story as a DJ and as an independent recording artist, how I became an award-winning independent recording artist, and much more, and new music as well. So that's what's happening.
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. Quick share for you, my bro. I can't wait till you guys are in LA. We're gonna get a chance.
I'm so proud of you, man. And I think we had text messages about this before, but I'm so proud of you and what you and Heather are doing. So proud of, wow, 50 episodes already. It feels like you just started this thing yesterday.
Yeah, man.
Literally yesterday.
Yeah.
You're already 50 episodes in, and I'm thinking that your show was like Monday through Friday. No, your show was like Sunday through Sunday.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Really, we're doing
that's
yeah, bro.
That is so
yeah.
And it's an honor to be associated with you and to know you. I mean, we go back. We can talk about our history all day long. We go back. We go way back. All three of us. We go way back. And I'm just so proud of everything that you guys are doing, man. And I've been watching.
Thank you, my bro.
And just beaming with pride the entire time. Thank you, Heather. And you guys got to give my girls a hug. Give my girls a hug, because I see how they're flourishing too, and they're just amazing.
They've been working behind the scenes. I can't reveal it yet, but
yeah.
Oh, I know it's coming. I know it's coming because they've been, because I haven't seen you post about them lately, so they've been quiet. So I said, I already know they cooking up.
They got some projects kicking off that I'm like, wow.
Okay.
I love it.
I love it. Looking forward to catching up with you guys, and I mean, it's been a long time. Yeah, so it's been long. I mean, and I'm coming in. He's flying in directly to LA. I'm coming in driving from Vegas because I got a conference the week before. So you know.
I couldn't take all that time off with hanging out those fools in Vegas. I was like, I can miss.
Hey, if you got a special someone, you can just marry him right there, like we did.
Yeah,
we got married in Vegas.
I know. I wish I could have gone, but the money wasn't right. It was like, hey, got engaged. I'm like, great. 2 weeks later, say, yeah, so we get married. I'm like, when? 2 weeks. I'm like, you couldn't at least wait 2 months? I'm like, let me build up a little bit of money.
You know we don't mess around.
I know.
You guys should know. You should know around. But it's a beautiful thing, and that you guys are still together and you're flourishing. And you're just, that's a beautiful thing, man. Please, I swear to God, if you guys ever break up, you better not ever, because I don't know.
If we did, all we would do is cheat on people with each other.
That's true.
Like, where the kids going to go in the divorce? I mean, kids meaning us right here, us two, us guys. Where we going? You going with mama or daddy? Who we going with?
Yeah. So this year, October, it's 18 years, right?
Oh wow!
So now we have an adult relationship. It's a full adult.
Yes.
Year one,
yes.
Adult.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yes.
An adult relationship now.
They out of the teenage years.
Blessings, Devontae. Blessings. Yeah, you guys, man. I'm just, like I said, the history in this room right now, on this live right now, just. Like I said, we could be on here for a good 5 hours talking about it, but I'm just so happy
to
see.
We'll have to set that up when we get in town.
Yeah, man.
When we get in town.
Get in town, we'll go live. We're like, all right, we need to open up the room.
I like it. Let's do that. You got some Air Jordans today?
Yeah, I did. I got my first pair of Air Jordans today. I'm like stoked. I'm like really happy.
It's becoming a sneakerhead on top of the cat.
No,
Like,
it's never too late for a new collection.
Right. I'm trying not to start up a brand new collection. That's just, and people are warning me about it too. They're like, once you get your first one, I'm like, oh, I hope not.
We just saw that Air. It's so good.
Yeah.
They're kind of cool.
So Rebecca says we got to celebrate our adult relationship in Vegas. That's a good idea.
That's
a good idea.
Yeah.
You said it. So you said in October. You might do
October. Yeah, our anniversary is October 10th.
Okay, so you gotta keep us posted if you guys decide to celebrate
in
your
advance. In advance, not like 2 weeks before.
In advance,
bro, man. That's how we roll.
We can make that. We can make that one. We can make that one.
I remember you got married at Excalibur in front of Merlin or something like that. I still remember that.
He worked his magic.
I know, right?
He worked his magic.
The girls were about like our wedding, and I was like, yeah, we got married in front of Merlin. They're like, who's Merlin?
Well, yeah.
So we had
and then our oldest salon was like, you mean like cosplay? And we're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of. I mean, just
yeah, something like that.
I mean, it was cosplay before cosplay.
It was cosplay before cosplay.
Right. That's so funny. Yeah, you gotta keep us posted about that one. We can definitely make.
That'd be awesome.
That's the only time I've been to Vegas. I've never been back.
Yeah, we've never been back.
Oh, really?
That's my first and only time.
Yeah. Vegas is special.
Yeah.
And we got out there for all of us. All like do something fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can make that one happen. That'll be done.
Yeah.
My bro E-Boogie, I'm so glad you jumped on, man. This is the 50th episode. I got to celebrate your birthday.
Yeah. Thank you, Heather. I appreciate you, sweetheart. I love you, sis. Thank you so much. Chris, man, I love you, brother. You already know what it is. You already know what it is.
Enrique, my bro. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Heather.
Yeah, man. So, E, what are you doing? I mean, because it's later in DC. What do you got something popping off tonight before we wrap up? What you doing tonight?
Well, I was gonna go live for the people, a quick set for the people, but I got some birthday food coming, so I don't want to go live before it gets here.
Yeah.
So
he's got
I'm
some
gonna
birthday
help the family first, and then hop on and do my thing. You know, if it's your birthday, make some noise.
That's dope, man.
I'm actually gonna.
That's about it. So I might do some stuff over the weekend. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
That's
beautiful, I got a business Zoom to jump onto in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I go to sleep early. I'm like, people don't know this yet, but you know, I haven't really been. I'm probably gonna talk about it in about a month. But I'm actually in the gym at 2:30 in the morning. So with my business partner. Yeah. So I get it in.
I'm seeing you, bro. You like looking younger. You looking.
You see how you look. Right? You see how you look.
What's going on?
No,
that's why when they show my weights, he laughed at my weights.
30 feet, I said, I'll forget it.
I like. Now I work out 7 days a week. So yeah. So people are asking me, yo, is Enrique sick? Is he okay? He's cool. He's good. He's just working out. He's cool. Are you sure? He's good. He's all right. I'm also a member of Mayweather's boxing gym that opened up over the winter. So I'm in there like 3 times a week. So and I also got a personal trainer. So
just go at it like that.
Well, I mean, so for the past 2 years, I've been doing intermittent fasting, 16-hour fast, 8-hour, and that really helped with jacking up my, with my metabolism, because as we get older, our metabolism goes slower. We need to fully digest that food. So, and of course, this year is a special year for me because in July I'm turning a big 5-0. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm gonna go to Vegas. Yeah, I know, right? So if I'm going to go to Vegas and LA, and of course I'm going to hit Miami later in the summer or, in the fall, I might as well get ready. So, the last time I was in this type of shape was like 10 years ago when I was training for the Super Spartan race. Yeah. So I'm like, I got boxing, I got my business partner. I motivate him. He motivates me. We're in it 7 days a week. You know what I'm saying? So I'm also jogging outside. So sometimes we do doubles, like on the weekends out, like we'll hit the gym, do weight training, and then we got a 6 a.m. boxing class.
Wow.
And then we in there. So, so we get done by like 4 o'clock in the morning. And then we're over here in Navy at 4:30, between 4:30 and 5:30 in the morning. We're walking around the entire Anacostia Park.
Wow.
So, and I tell people, that's trying to get back into working out, don't say, I'm going to go to the gym 3 times this week. Well, when's the last time you've been in the gym? 5 years ago. Okay, go once.
Yeah.
Start a new habit. Go once. Because you could do it again next week, one time. Do it for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
After you do it for 21 days, your new habit becomes, that new thing becomes a habit. And if working out, if you don't like going to the gym, the easiest workout, because, that I tell people, and I lost weight from this years ago after I had, surgery on my foot and that's a long story, but bottom line is walking. I dropped 30 pounds just walking.
Wow.
So, in a matter of like 4 to 5 months, walking is the best exercise, easy on your knees.
Yeah.
And just try to go up to 30 minutes a day. Try to get 10,000 steps. My minimum is 11,000 steps a day, minimum.
So you had that surgery from kicking so much ass?
I know.
And then after that, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna go train at the Mayweather gym. I'm gonna get my jab right. And so, what's your goal? What's your goal weight? Like, are you at your goal weight?
I'm already surpassed. So right now, I'm floating between 155, 160. So I'm not worried about the weight anymore. Now it's more like body fat percentage. I'm probably at about 8 to 10% body fat right now. So I don't even worry about the scale anymore, because now right now my focus is putting on about a good 10 to 15 pounds of muscle. So now I got with a nutritionist. So now I'm starting to get away from really concentrating, getting away from processed food.
Yeah.
So now I'm starting to cook my own food. I got an air fryer. So watching the type of chicken and making more salads and stuff like that. Really watching what I do. So really watching my protein count and stuff like that. Yeah. So just eat. I'm like, I'm trying to live to 100. So so, and I'm like, when I get older, I don't want to be taking any medications.
Yeah.
I don't want to be, I don't want to, when they're looking at me, I'm 75, I'm looking like I'm 45.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's really, it's a healthier lifestyle. So people's like, are you on a diet? No, I don't. I still have a cheat day. I tell people, have one day to cheat, to eat whatever you want. It's like there's nothing wrong with it, because and I learned this from Tim Ferriss. When the 4-Hour Body, he talked about you got to have a cheat day. And I'm like, well, what's that? Like, whatever day of the week you want that greasy ass pizza, burger, fries, whatever, ice cream or alcohol.
Yeah.
Write it down and say Saturday is my cheat day. You can eat whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? The Rock says the same thing. He's in the gym 7 days a week. Yeah. So he has his cheat day, and you see his pack of pancakes, and he's a big guy. I'm not trying to get big like that.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But that's his brand. So
right.
So yeah, so that's my main goal is just to live a healthier lifestyle. That's all it is.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I've been noticing that you've been cutting weight and looking good, my bro. I salute you. Yeah. What a great health journey you're on.
Yeah, and it's not easy. I tell anybody, it ain't easy. And I tell them, everybody, oh man, you must love working out. You must love being in the gym. Hell no, I'd rather
I hate it.
I like, look, as soon as I wake up and I'm in the gym, I'm like, all right, I'm in here. Let me get it. And I feel better. I always feel great after I'm working out, because, the endorphins, I'm like, even jogging outside, because cancer sign, I love being by the water.
Yeah.
I'm jogging outside by the water, it gives me energy. So I'm like, but yeah, I'm like, do I love waking up 2 o'clock in the morning to get to the gym at 2:30? No. Do I like working out? Not really. But I like the result.
Yeah.
I like the result.
I give him hell about it, but I'm really proud of him though, man.
Yeah, and you know, he cracks me up because we got the little YouTube studio set up over here. I'm getting ready to go in the gym. I'm like, oh, you about to go on live right now?
Wow.
or he's getting back for the gig. I'm like, yep,
Yeah,
I'm out.
just getting back from the gigs. I'm just getting back. I'm getting back, and he's on his way out. Like,
yeah, I'm on my way out. I'm like, and I'm like, you know, my bedtime's like 8, 9 o'clock at night. I need to get some sleep. So I'm like, like if I go out, I gotta take a power nap, 2-hour nap. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be out late tonight. I'm like, let me take a nap.
Wow. That's dope, man. You looking good. E-Boogie, you looking good.
Thank you, brother.
Bro.
Thank you, man.
Birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
All right, guys.
All right,
I'm gonna see y'all.
Catch you up with you guys in June next month.
see you.
Yeah.
See you guys.
All right, my
next
bro.
month.
Thank you so much.
All right, you're right.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations again. 50 episodes in. Looking forward to 50
Congrats.
more.
50 episodes. Congrats.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you, my bro.
Peace.
All right.
Peace out.
Peace.